So we continue with sharing the accounts from April of 2006. And let's see if I can get this camera to show straight. So on the 1st of April 2006, I read the English and the commentary for Surah 52. I'm not sure exactly which translation, but as one saw, I have a guess. I listened to Shariat Ki Sugmad, chapter 3 through 4, which is the way of the master. It's the Ekankar Bible, basically. I watched Lon Milo Duquette, Kabbalah for the Rest of Us, and an Arrow, Kabbalah, and Oracles DVD. With the second through fourth Enochian Key starting at 10:30 p.m. And I guess that arrangement that I saw there, that moon-like thing, and so 72 male, female, pentagram, septagram, the strawberry scent offering, and I saw a curd, C-U-R-D, the pound thing in the bottom. Okay, so yes, that is illustrations of what I saw when I was scrying. And on the 2nd of April, Surah 53, An-Najm, with the English and commentary. And through I watched Mysteries of the Bible, David Poet Warrior. It was interesting, if you know this, if you know what's going on with some of the Bible stories, that pretty much every large Bible story, there's something that they've proved wrong about it. And the Mysteries of the Bible series doesn't exactly lay down some of these points. So I listened to the Shariat Ki Sugmad, 5 and 6. I wrote out the words to Liber Ararita, the T section, so the second to last. I attended the Ek worship service of 12:30 to 12. Between 12:30 and 12:40. At the Parsley Bagley Center. I showed up late, but enough to talk to people and do the Hugh chant, I guess. I went to sleep listening to Enochian Evina and Vibrating Call 3 through 5. And not sure what time, but it was 1 something. So I was meditating between. I listened to the Church of Hermetic Science films. I didn't watch them, I listened to them. I skimmed through the Guide for the Perplexed by Moses Maimonides. I made that pentagram an ancient ritual, an ancient Aramaic shirt, and perhaps I should drag that out and do a ritual that at least shows me in that shirt. So we're on to Monday, the 3rd of April, and watch Mysteries of the Bible, Messiah to the End. Maybe I borrowed a set of these from the library. So Surah 54, Al-Qamar, with the English and commentary. Listen to Shariat Ki Sugmad 7 through 8. I wrote out the words of Liber Ararita, the final A. And you know that bedtime ritual where you say the last 3 surahs and you wipe over? Well, including Fatiha, I started including it in triangles and stuff like this. So, which is, just something additional I did as a voluntary measure. But I finished writing the Liber Ararita. It's an Aleister Crowley little book, by the way. I watched Church of Hermetic Sciences, The Dark Mirror, and The Rites of Magic, which is the Dark Mirror of Magic is the second video in the series, and the third video is the Rite of the Magic. And so on the 4th, that's what I did on the 4th, and Mysteries of the Bible, and John the Baptist, and I read Surah 55, Ar-Rahman. Feel free to answer any any questions or as I go along. I listened to Shariat Ki Sugman, Book 1, Chapter 9 through 12. And I now have Book 1 and Book 2, which is, again, it's 12 chapters apiece because they believe in a 12-realm system. And on the 5th, Church of Hermetic Sciences, The Magic of Solomon, which is the first video of the series. I watched Ancient Mysteries, Altered States, and without drugs, we can truly achieve any altered state we're going to try to look at. Surah 56, Al-Waqiyah. And Al-Waqiyah is one that if people say it before going to bed, believing in it, then it alleviates suffering or prevents it. Hardship, different story, sort of. But I wrote out the words to Liber Ararita. I wasn't writing out the whole thing in order. So RY. I listened to Surah 7 and the Gnostic Lectures, something. I think it was an OTO lodge. Maybe it was some other group, maybe Sethian or something. I'm researching Sethian Gnosticism right now. I went to sleep vibrating Enochian Vumd, the calls 6 through 8. And with something in the background, with EED in the background. So on the 6th of April, I watched Joseph Campbell Mythos 3. I watched some show called The Antichrist. I wrote out the words to Ararita Raw, and I scanned. I was scanning the pictures of these as I went along. Hopefully the discs are still workable enough that I can find them again. Hadid is number 57, and I read Surah 57. And go to sleep with EED in the background, vibrating Enochian key 7 through 9, 11:59 p.m. Towards the end, yellow red it stayed after the reading of this was in the Book of the Law. So another couple days and we're good on. Yeah. So from the 7th of April, I read Surah 58 with the English and commentary. Of course, I always read it with English and commentary. I listened to Surah 10 through something. H1, I don't know what I meant by that. I watched Nazi Prophecies. I put Liber 713 upon a wall. And I watched Lon Milu, Tarot, Kabbalah, and Oracles. I haven't seen that one, maybe even since this year that I'm talking about here. Said Supah with Father, and I read Surah 59 with English and commentary the next day, and said it with 3 times on that 8th Saturday. And I watched Mum, I'm Muslim, which is a BBC documentary. I watched The Antichrist, and I went to the Seket Ma'at Festival of the Writing of the Book of the Law. And let's, review the little drawings before I share more fully. And I do So 7:30 to 12:30 a.m. To 8:30 to 9 p.m. Oh, 8:30 to 9 p.m. was the reading, and maybe the meeting was 7:30 to 12:34 7:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. So I saw some interesting things, obviously, at this meeting, and there'll be the count should be rewritten in the Black Ritual book when I get to that. But this series is a preliminary context of things, and so I saw a myriad. There was a myriad of presences. I saw a Malacca blue and a Malacca green around the throne and during the left several times, and there was a Janut green, the fallen angel versus the unfallen angel green, and there was a sort of presence and whatnot there. And 5 p.m., 7:13 to 8 p.m., there was a discussion on the reading and the commentary on the book of the preceding the 10 bits. Okay. So on to the Sunday. Oh, well, that was from the Sunday. It said Supah with Father. A Janut blue haze coated the ceiling in stars. Off-white appeared in a not of this world, lower, dangerous something. But there was sort of an egg around the Nuit Hadit. So this was the Hadit. And remember from the Egyptian, one of the ways to write Osiris includes an egg. But this was about 3 feet off the floor, is encompassing the light. What is a Janut? So a Janut blue haze coated the ceiling in stars, and off-white appeared, and about 3 feet off, very strong. A light being purple was around the center. It was about 9 feet tall, which, if you remember, Buddhism is very important to the whole. We have if we're 6 feet, we have a 9 feet in each direction sort of body. So there was a presence. There was horizontal streaks appeared. I shook the presence in my face and my body. I was a tingle and felt out of the tomb. There's a tomb and a symbolic tomb in the OTO Lodge. And that's it with that. And from the 10th of April, because the 8th, 9th, and 10th, I forget which year it was, but I shared of the Book of the Law on my Aleister Crowley list. I watched Mysteries of the Bible, says Baha with Father a couple times. I watched something called The Ten Commandments, and from 7:15 p.m. to 10:10 p.m. was the festival of the 3rd chapter of the Book of the Law, and I saw more. I saw the golden wing. I saw the ring outwards. I saw a sword above and, around that altar there. I was particularly buzzy. There was 18 javelins in the circle there, and a light being golden wing, forceful and powerful reading, something about barrels. Okay. So on to the 11th, Surah 60, Mumtahina, with the English and the commentary, was what I read. I watched Mysteries of the Bible, Queen Esther. Esther and Mordecai is like Ishtar and Marduk lives. I said Supah with Father. I listened to Liber 15, the Gnostic Mass. Mopan, the receiver. Visnarda, who cast into depths. Ponodo, destroy and create. So meditate with that. 11th, is that the 11th Enochian author? So on the 12th, I read Surah 63 to 65 with the English and the commentary. Listened to Surah 11 and 12. So Subha with Father. Ponudo. Okay. So 33, yeah. It's the 11th Enochian author. And Subha twice, and activated because of life is the other meaning for Yuk, the author of tension. And a prepared to scry with Yuk, the author of tension. And from the 13th, the 15th of the moon, Surah 66, 67, 69. 68 through 66 through 68. And with English and commentary, and I watched most of the Gospel of Judas. So it was one of those bigger documentaries that year. And it's harder to get the full copy of the thing. There's books about it, but they don't really show the whole Gospel in its original. There is a source for that, but there's been a lot of turning against alternative Gospels and stuff like this. And even versions of the Bible that aren't printed nowadays. From the 14th, Subha with Father 4 times, I read the Hallucination and Experience of some sort of book. Listen to Surah 17 through 21. First Chronicles 4, 9 through 10, regarding pain. For some reason, that became a lot of. There was a Sufi gal that really made the point of that sort of thing. I watched The Gift of Jabez. Oh, that's why I'm looking into the issue of pain, because Jabez is a twist, one of those Jewish twists. You're not even sure if they. I mean, if it's a twist that the rabbis put on the scripture, whether it's to make a point, or whether it's something that's actually somebody's name. It's hard to tell. I watched the Burning Times and an hour of the Easter Vigil, that 15th of April. I went to sleep with the 18th Enochian key. And on the 16th, I watched The Footsteps of Jesus, The Family of Jesus, The 10 Commandments. And I said Subha with Father 4 times, and I listened to Surah 21 and 22. And on the 17th, I listened to Surah 23 to 28. I watched Digging for the Truth, The Real Sinai. I don't know. So I read a couple surahs there. New, Jinn, so through Surah 72. I wrote up the Yuk triangle, which was my method. I would write the Enochian symbols around a triangle, and I put the name. And so I read The Heart of the Master by Aleister Crowley. I scried with the 11th Enochian key in the East Dark Mirror, 6:42 to 6:55 p.m. Psychedelic presence with clouds, and then yellow started to hang out. Okay. And so from the 18th, on the 18th of April, 2006, Science of the Bible, The 10 Plagues, The Real Mary Magdalene, Lenny Dossier, Learning of the Soul, Studies in the Unexplained, ESP Dreams, Disasters. Oh, I read there was the Disasters Birth poem, From the 19th, I watched the Gospel of Judas, Feng Shui, Discovery Channel, probably. Listen to Surahs 30 through 33, Ahimsa, nonviolence. Okay, I watched a series on that. John Leo. I read Studies in Occultism by H.P. Blavatsky. Rewrote the words on the night prayer pillow that I use. There was a Enochian, there was an ancient Egyptian prayer that I altered for use to say before going to bed about opening my eyes and such things. On the 20th of April, I listened to Surah 34 through 47, and I finished notes on, I finished notes on Studies in Occultism by H.P. Blavatsky, The Key to Theosophy. I read Surah 73 to 75 with the English and commentary. I went to sleep vibrating the Call of 30 Authors. Fog, Devotee, Buzzy, Cool Piece, the 23rd of the 3rd month of 1427, 11:50 p.m. Okay, 11:55 p.m. So on the 21st, 10:38 p.m., there was a strawberry scent offering. I laid down on the couch to meditate on the 11th author. I was bathed in spiritual light. Around blue on my right side and red on my left. I felt a presence and slept till about noon. And by noon, I probably mean 1, or time to leave around 1. So the 7th that would be the 27th, wouldn't it? Of the 3rd month of 1427. And was it the 7th solar hour? Al-Sita would be 6, wouldn't it? And the initial problems will be best resolved by the dynamic force of right context. I watched Ekankar, All Has Meaning, which it does, 5 Spiritual Laws of This World. I don't remember what their 5 spiritual laws of this world were. I listened to Surah 48 through 56. I read The Guide, The Art of the Perplexed, Moses Maimonides, page 1 through 30. The Retreat to the Source, where all finally things worn plenty appointment. Tattavas. April 22nd, listen to Surah 57 through 72. I watched A Haunting, The Diabolical, Hell House, Darkness Follows, Gateway to Hell. I didn't watch that. I made a scent offering of, hair and nails. So destroyed it as such. The 27th of the 3rd month of 1427, the 6th solar hour, out of 12. Neat power and abundance lies in harmonious blending. Sunday the 23rd, I listened to Surah 73 through 114 of the Islam Way Quran. I wait for a change. I discussed with Jordan and Mike about, I don't know, probably separate. I waited for a change and observes change. Fig, Devotee, Buzzy, the veg people die quickly. You, Kibeti, Cool, Peace. So a bunch of jumbled meaning came. So on the 21st, I listened to Surah 55 and 72 and 85 through 114 repeatedly. So I had things arranged to do that. I read Surah 76 or 79 with the English and commentary. And I listened to how to, I don't know, Prabhupada. So I listened to one of his disciples, maybe, some recording of that, or maybe there was some recording on the internet of him, I'm not sure. I'd say it's the 7:06 to 8:05 p.m. Meditated on Golden Dawn CD 1, the Lesser Banishing Pentagram Ritual, and the Bornless Ritual. The Invocation of Thoth. Don't mistake me that I'm worshiping a bunch of things. I was contemplating on the material. There was a very intense white, blue layered, yellow green. I saw myself appearing in clouds, yellow brown, light psychedelic. Okay, from the 25th of April, I watched Tarot Conversations with the Psyche, because that's what tarot is. It's not about reading the future or being a false prophet or something like that. Mysteries of the Bible, Apocalypse, Revelation. Mount reads, Good Ideas of the 20th Century, Aleister Crowley's Master of Darkness, The Other Loch Ness Monster. Oh, that was a good set of BBC series to look at. Listen to Surah 55, 72, and 85 through 114 repeatedly. And Golden Dawn CD 1. And on the 26th, I listened to Surah 55, 72, and 85 through 114 repeatedly. I went to the discussion of Surah 86 at the masjid. Keeping the faith, becoming a priest is something I've watched. God is the next army or something. All about Mormons, at South Park. Somebody wanted to talk to me about that the next year, I think, or the year after that. I think I had that mentioned in the appropriate journal. Listen to The Land of Magic, Tibetan Book of the Dead 2 through 4. I write out the words to Liber 15, part 5 through 8. I meditated with Golden Dawn CD 1 from 7:43 p.m. to 8:18 p.m. And from 10 on the 28th of April, 10:33 a.m. to 11:05 a.m., meditated with Golden Dawn CD 1, the Lesser Pentagram Ritual, the Bornless Ritual, Invocation of Thoth CD. I copied out Sloan 3191, which is the 49 Clavicle Angelica, which that was an effort to do. Surah 1 and 2. I watched The Burning Times. I started Islam Way CD and I discussed something with Mike, I'm not sure what. I listened to the Tibetan Book of the Dead through 7. On the 29th of April 2006, I watched Ekankar, 5 Spiritual Laws of This World, All Has Meaning, and that tarot video. I listened to the Tibetan something chants, Vincent Price's something about witchcraft, I think. And listened to Surah 3 and 4. And I copied it. I was still working on copying out Sloan 3191. And that double series right there, those big brown books, if you ever want a source on Enochian, that's like everything that they know to date. There's probably some notes somewhere in what John Dee wrote that we don't have, or something yet to be found. But as far as what we have, that is everything right in there. And from April 30th, listen to Surah 4 through 6, the Shariat Ki Submog, chapter 1 and 2, and I offered and consumed chamomile, and I copied Enochian Key 4 and 7 from 3191. And May of 2006 is going to be the next one. I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow or this afternoon or what the deal is, but That's it with my April 2006 accounts.